Hey, what's up DIYers, Whiteboards with the Whiteboards channel. Thank you for watching. Today we're talking Samsung dryers, and in today's video, the step-by-step process on how to replace your thermostat. Let's get started. So let's go ahead and get this fixed. Step one, safety first always. Cut all electrical power to your dryer. Go ahead and unplug your power cord. And from here, on the back side, if yours is like ours, you have two Phillips screws. Go ahead and remove those. You're going to be able to shift this whole cover plate off. The screws themselves are pretty short. Go ahead and set those aside, and from here you can carefully shift your cover plate back and carefully remove this and set it in a safe location. Next, you have these plastic tabs that go into their connection points. Again, they're plastic. Do not break them, just carefully pop them out of their connection points. Down in there, you have an additional tab right there, and there is a tab on each side. The trick with those is carefully shift up on this panel, again carefully because you're working with plastic, and with one hand on each side shifting this panel up, you can remove those tabs from the slots and rotate this panel outward toward you. And as you pull this panel back, some of you may run into what I ran into, and right down here you have plastic tabs that go into these cutouts here. There's two of them, here and here. And as you try to remove this panel, it will get stuck on those. So what I do is I got this long little teeny rod. You can use whatever you want to. However, I insert it in here and got underneath that tab and carefully applied just a little bit of pressure to release it from the cutouts there. From here, we are going to carefully remove these connection points. In this case, you push down on this and remove that, and you'll do the same for here. From here, we can set the control panel in a safe location. With your panel removed, open up your dryer door, and you've got Phillips screws, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go ahead and remove those. From here, go ahead and close your door, and 4 additional Phillips screws on the top. Go ahead and remove all 4 screws. After removing those 4 screws, you have pressure tabs here that hold your panel in place. Just go ahead and compress those, and it will release this, and you'll have one on each side. And I recommend holding this panel with both hands as you do this. After releasing those pressure tabs on the back side, be very careful. You have an electrical connection point. Go ahead and carefully remove that. And from here, you can pull up on the panel and remove it. And down at the bottom, you do have little slots that it goes into. And again, just carefully set it aside. As you can see, removing that front panel, we've got access to this bottom right corner. Here's your gas valve coils. However, all the way inside here is your thermostat. And if you can get to it and remove the 2 Phillips screws and the electrical connections, great. If not, for your convenience, I'm going to show you how to remove everything so you can gain access to all your internal parts. Come down below, you've got 3 screws. Again, Phillip, and we want to remove this part. After removing those screws, you will shift this portion down until you remove it. Direct your attention to this connection point here. Carefully push down on that tab there, and as you push down, shift the 2 connection points apart. Back up top, and what we want to do is remove this entire upper mount here. And we've got a Phillips screw here, here, there, upper right hand corner and lower right hand corner. Pull your panel up and out. Be very careful. On the back side, you have wiring in these little tie straps. And these are very user-friendly. All you have to do is undo these little plastic tabs there and pull the wiring out. I set the panel aside, and you still have an additional wiring connection here. You can loosen that up, and you just want to get this untangled and out of the way. Just shift it up here where it's not going to get harmed at all throughout the remaining portion of the project. Next, coming down below, YouTubers, this is probably the most tricky portion, and you have your idler pulley way back there. As you can see, that white circle or roller, and you've got your belt, and you've got to reach in there, and you'll notice a spring right there. You will push that pulley away from you, which will ultimately put more tension on the spring, and you can carefully remove the belt from the idler pulley. And I recommend prior to doing that, take as many photos as you can so you know exactly how the belt will go back on. There is a motor down below that it loops around, as well as that upper idler pulley. Back up top, you've got 4 mounting screws that hold this entire portion in place, 2 on each side. Go and remove those. After removing those screws, you have these little tabs here that actually, as you lift this portion up, you can remove it from its little slot. And be very careful. Grab this with both hands so you don't drop it. And the way this works, YouTubers, you have rollers on the back side, and this is the portion I just pulled off. This actual drum rests on those rollers. So as you pull this part away from your dryer, your drum will actually fall just slightly. Back up top, and same thing. You've got rollers on the backhand side, and I'm going to put my entire arm in here, lift up, and carefully pull this entire drum out of the dryer. And be very careful, don't allow that belt to catch on anything. All right, DIYers, as you can see, our dryer is now wide open and we have access to basically every internal part. And we are going to direct our attention to our thermostat here. You've got electrical wires. Carefully remove those and take note of which wire goes where. I'll set this portion down and carefully pull that side up. And the longer of the two goes on the top. From here, 2 flip screws, go and remove those. And you will definitely need a small screwdriver to remove these screws. Again, 2 Phillips screws. After removing 1 screw and just slightly loosening the other one, you can shift this thermostat out. As you can see here, there's the part number. Let's go get the new part. Here's the new part in the bag. Let's go and open it. Insert and secure the new thermostat the exact same way the old one came out. From here, I'll grab that other screw and secure it. After securing those screws, re-secure the electrical connections properly, as you can see here. And now we need to reverse the steps and go grab the drum and put everything back together. With the belt on, we'll lift this drum up, reinsert it, and rest it on those rollers. Drum is now back in place, and I just want to show you what the belt is supposed to look like. With the idler pulley, you can't see the lower pulley that's on the motor, however it loops around that, and that's what it's supposed to look like. Hopefully this may be a better view of it. However, again, just make sure you take pictures and know exactly how this belt goes back on. After securing the belt, come up top and give it 1 full rotation or revolution. Make sure that belt is in this groove here. After that, grab your panel and we will insert those rollers on the bottom portion. And as we do this, we will carefully lift up on the drum to properly set those rollers in place. And again, as you do this, just carefully lift up on the drum to allow those rollers to get underneath it and realign your tabs that are on your mounting bracket, and they go into the respective slots. And from here, grab all 4 screws and secure them. After securing those 4 screws, direct your attention to your wiring and re-secure them in those little twist straps there. And remember what this goes to. This goes to your actual front panel. So this will actually droop through this little indent here and hang that carefully there. And these will feed through the upper mount. Mount is re-secured. 5 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Electrical wiring comes out here, and there's that. From here, let's go down below, grab the cover to our ducting, and re-secure that. Go ahead and secure it with your 3 screws. And next, secure your connection point for your moisture sensor. Time to put on the front panel, and you've got cutouts down at the bottom, and they will rest over these little tabs here. And as you shift this in place, connect your electrical connection. Carefully shift this in place and push the connection in until you hear the clicking sound. Realign the top portion until it goes into the pressure tabs. Next, go ahead and re-secure your 4 upper Phillips screws. Open the door, and you've got 4 additional screws, and if yours is like ours, the lower 2 screws had washers on them. From here, we're going to go grab the control panel. With the control panel back in place, go ahead and re-secure the right hand connection points. And just be patient as you realign your control panel. Make sure all of your connection tabs are properly in place and secure. From here, we'll go grab the top. After reapplying your top panel, go ahead and re-secure the rear Phillips screws. Go ahead and plug in your dryer, and we've got a load ready to go. We're going to turn it on. And we'll end by saying, hopefully this helps. Do us a favor, below the video, you'll see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely ring your YouTube bell. That would be very helpful to us. We really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching.